Hello everybody, thank you so much for coming back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome here. I'm glad that you have joined me today. So what I'm going to be doing is going to be a long video. I'm going to be doing my debt update, I'm going to be doing my monthly budget, and I'm also going to be doing my sinking funds update. Y'all, last month has been tough and I got behind on a lot of things, so I'm just gonna go ahead and knock these things out, and then I'll get back to my regular scheduled program. Also, forgive my voice if it continues to get raspy. I'm sorry. I'm still getting over my cold that I got when I went back home. So what we're going to start off with is my debt update. Y'all don't mind this when this happened when I was back home. Yeah, it was a mess. That had all my I had brought all my my film and stuff with me, but I just didn't do any of that. I wasn't even worried about it. So yeah, don't mind that. But what I'm going to do is just copy this down and then go ahead and get my balances for everything. And mind you, some of my balances went up because when I went back home, I maxed out 2 of my credit cards. So it's going to be reflected in this. So yeah. So because I didn't really do my debt update for February, and this is for March, I'm just going to use this balance that I had right here for my starting balance for this right here. So I'm just going to put that right up here. Alrighty, so this is my updated balances for the month of March. So for my Affirm, because my payments for it are so high, I'm paying it off faster. The term was only for 6 months, so they getting my cash quick and in a big amount. My Apple, that one's nearly max. That one's higher. I'm paying down this one steadily, the same amount every month. My rooms to go is going down. My Bank of America went back up, and then everything else went down right here. I haven't put any money towards my student loans yet, but I plan to do that very, very soon. Go ahead and knock out that first loan. And even though I had a tough month and I maxed out 2 credit cards, I thought it was going to bring me in the plus area, but I actually knocked off over $700 of my debt. So that makes me happy. That, you know, not a lot, but I'm still getting it down a little bit at a time, so that's good. Now, so what I'm going to do is move on to my monthly budget for this upcoming month. Alrighty, so this is the start. So the first half of February I was on track, but the second time I got paid in February, everything got blown out of whack. So I really don't even know. So I'm not going to do a closeout because I don't know these numbers, and that's okay. I don't know the number. And also because I didn't allocate all of my money from my last check in February. I still had some sitting in my account, and I spent some of it too. You know, got money in the account, I'm gonna spend it. So I spent that too. So I don't have that leftover amount I had in there for my last cash stuffing video. I also get my tax returns this month as well, so that's gonna be adding into my monthly budget. And I tried to budget everything as best as I can. With everything I have going on. My totals are going to be a little different, and that's going to account for the money I had left over for my last paycheck, and then with addition to my tax return. My tax return wasn't big, so I had a couple extra dollars. That's about it. So let me go ahead and write this out. So this right here is my monthly budget. So fixed expenses and debt payoff is the same. What changed was over here. So I took out my groceries. I won't be funding groceries anymore, as well as eating out. I won't be funding that anymore as well. I'm just gonna take that out my my wallet completely and just see how I do with that. For my savings, for my next cash envelope stuffing, I'm gonna be making up for what I didn't stuff for my check in February. So that's gonna be reflected in here. My debt snowball, I'm not too sure about that. That one's like kind of up in the air. I just have to put a number down. Christmas is the same, and then the wedding sinking fund is $10 extra because I had to shortchange it on my last check. But this is my budget, and I'm left with 1 cent left. If that isn't zero based, I don't know what is. It's probably about as close as I'm going to get at this point. So now what we're going to do, the grand finale, is going to be a sinking funds update, possibly with bill exchanges. We'll see. Some of my envelopes are like empty, but we'll see. Alrighty, so this right here are my sinking funds, and we're just going to count. And like I said in my last cash stuffing video, because of my family emergency, a lot of my sinking funds took a hit because I needed to pull money from different places. So that is going to be reflected in my update today. And it's going to be a little disheartening. The only thing that's more than likely going to save me is my wedding, because I still have been consistently stuffing that. So let me go ahead and pull my money out of my debt snowball, just in case we have some exchanges we need to do. I need to pull some money out of my medical because I went to the doctor and I had to pay a copay. Let me go ahead and set this up. Alrighty, so here we go. In my savings, let's see how much I have in here. In my savings, I have $120. At my emergency, I have $120 as well. In car maintenance, I now have 10, 15, 16, 17, $18. In medical, I just have $100 left. But I'm gonna change that to 50. I don't know what I can do left, so I'm gonna put 50 right here because that's how much I truly have left in there. I need to figure out how to split this. I'm gonna come back to this. Beauty, wipe that one clean. I don't have anything in there. jukebox, wipe his clean. We're gonna skip this and taxes because that doesn't change. So wedding, let's see what happened here. So in wedding, I now have 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 470, 490, 510, 530, 550, 570, 590. Sorry for the slow count, y'all. That was throwing me off for a little bit. I'm gonna just have to take a note that I only have $50 left in my medical and then make the swap when I can. And I'll just do that. I'll do that on my next cash stuffing video. So what did I count? 590? I think that's right. Yeah, 590. Let's see. In Christmas, I have $50. I'll go ahead and trade that in for this 50 right here. Go ahead and put that in there. And for my $5 savings, how much do I have in here? I now have $10, $15, $20 in my $5 savings. Put that back and let's get a 20. Let me put a star by medical so I know what to get out. Alrighty, so that's me counting through all of that. Let me do my differences and then we can go ahead and get into my ending balance, my difference, and then we're just gonna count what we have left, what we're taking to the bank. So let's go ahead. All right, so what I'm ending with is $969. And I think the only reason why I got to that right there is because of my wedding envelope, but that's okay. We are going to take it. So let's get the difference. Still a positive at the end. I thought I was gonna come back and see some terrible numbers, but thank God I didn't. I'm just glad that my finances survived a real life emergency, so I know that what I'm doing right here is working, and that if something does happen, I do have reserves in places where I can pull money if needed, and I think my budget's pretty solid too for the most part, so I always have a way to budget my money. Anyway, I'm rambling. This is everything. Let me get this off the table and count this money right here. Okay, so some of these 20s are stuck together, so please bear with me, but we're gonna go ahead and count. So I have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85. So $285 is what I am taking back and paying down some of my debt with. Not as much as I think my last income funds update video, maybe. I'm not too sure, but it's still something nonetheless, and I'm grateful for that. I was able to at least set this aside to go ahead and pay down my debt. Thank you for bearing with me for this long and going through all this stuff. I'm just trying to catch up and get into the swing of things. Next week is going to be a cash stuffing. I'm going to be cash stuffing my regular check as well as my tax refund that I got. Again, nothing big, but it's still a huge help with what I'm trying to do. Thank you so much for joining me today on this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was just a lot of things bunched together. I'm trying to get back on track. Please continue to pray for my family. I still ask for your prayers in this time that we're in. And thank you for the ones who have told me you are praying and you're sending your love and your regards and all that other good stuff. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out a lot, and I would love to talk to you guys and just have you guys interact with me and everything of that sort. So let me stop rambling. I always do this, especially when it's late at night. Thank you again. Enjoy your Tuesday. Enjoy your Wednesday, because that's when this is going to come out. My next video is going to come out on Tuesday, I promise. But enjoy your Wednesday, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye.